I love being a Twitch streamer. However, being a Twitch streamer or being a full-time content creator also comes with a lot of problems that a lot of people never think about or don't consider. In today's video, I'm going to be going through the hard truths of being a full-time Twitch streamer or being a full-time content creator. A massive thank you to the sponsors of today's video, the Ridge Wallet. I've seen the Ridge Wallet on lots of different YouTubers' videos and I've always thought they look really cool, but now that I've got one in my hand, I can actually confirm that these things are awesome. I absolutely love the sleek, really nice design, and it just feels like I'm holding something that is good quality. The Ridge Wallet can hold up to 12 cards as well as your cash, and it is RFID safe, and it also includes a lifetime warranty. I love the sleek design. It's super thin, it slips right into your pocket, and I never have to worry about things falling out of this wallet. It literally is tight, secure, and it's awesome. It comes in so many different colors. I currently went with the carbon fiber as well as the stonewashed titanium, and they are both absolutely amazing. I love the weight to this one, but I also love the light, sleek feel of this one. Not only do Ridge offer a load of different amazing wallets, they also offer some amazing backpacks as well as pens like this as well. One thing I do every day when I wake up is write in this book. I write down what I need to do that day in it, ideas I have for my streams or for my videos, and Ridge were kind enough to send me this beautiful, high quality, bolt action pen that I now can use to write in. Something I highly recommend to any content creator: write stuff down, okay? Don't rely on the internet. One day it will turn around and take over and kill us all. But yes, big thank you to Ridge for sponsoring today's video. Do head over to their website and check out some of their amazing products. It's linked below, and you can also save 15% off your order site-wide by using code X2Shoes at checkout. Thank you again, Ridge, for sponsoring today's video and making me look super cool with all my new fancy things. If you would like to look super cool too, check out the link below. All right, so first things first that I want to talk about in terms of hard truths. Number one is understanding the job. You need to remove the idea that being a Twitch streamer is an easy path. You have to lose the idea that you're just going to be sitting there playing video games for a living and it's never going to be any harder than that. I have worked so many different types of jobs in my life, right? I have sold comic books. I've worked selling cameras and computers. I've sold Christmas trees. I've been a gardener. I've been a creative director for a very successful PR company. However, in any of those jobs, I have never worked longer or harder than I have as a Twitch streamer. The reality is, and I think everyone thought this at the start, like, oh wow, all these people up at the top of Twitch, they go live and that's all they do. They just sit there 10 hours a day and play video games and then sleep and eat Doritos for the rest of it. I'm sure there's people out there who do that, but for 99% of the rest of us, it requires so much other work. So step one of this video is remove the idea that this is an easy job. There's gonna be a common theme in this video where I'm might sound like I'm complaining about these things. I love the fact that I can do this. However, I know that that's not for everybody. So just bear that in mind going forward. Number two, the time you are going to spend working is absurd. As I said in the last point, it's not just playing video games. I would say playing games and actually streaming is about 10% of what I actually do in a day. There is that common misconception with Twitch streams and content creation is that like, oh, you have such an amazing job, you just get to play games all day. And I'm like, no, I don't. So many times, and I'm guessing some of you have as well, have sat down and explained what I do to somebody and they've been like, oh, I think you'll get a real job again, or yeah, this is a real job. This is insanely hard work. Literally, the days are absolutely insane. I work normally about 16 hours a day, including stream time, sometimes more, sometimes less. But I'm like up super early in the morning, trying to figure out scripts, edit videos, come up with video ideas, talk to people, emails, do logistical things like manage finances, all those boring things that you don't think you have to do with this job, but you absolutely do. If you're trying to run a successful business, you have to do the boring businessy spreadsheet stuff. I've actually thought about making a video about what I do in a day because I think it would be a huge eye-opener. Let me know in the comments if you want to see that. So in my day, I'm doing all these things from really early in the morning, and then at like 5, 6 p.m. I'm going live for 4 hours, and sometimes after stream at like 11, 12 at night, I might have calls with sponsors or people I'm working with who are in America or back in the UK where it's way earlier in the day. And then after that, I might get some free time and I might get to just play a game or watch some TV. And that's 5, 6 days a week, every day. Sacrifice. Doing this for a job, you will have to sacrifice a lot. This is going to impact your friends, it's going to impact your family or your personal relationships that you might be in. Honestly, shout out everybody who is in a relationship or very close to somebody who's a full-time streamer. I know it's difficult on you. Shout out Mrs. Two Shoes, I love you. Thank you for supporting this journey. Not many people will turn around to you if you're 28 years old and you're like, oh, hey partner, I want to leave my well-paying, comfortable job that does things like my insurance and healthcare in exchange to basically earn no money for a year and spend all my time trying to make this happen when it may not. And I know that we want to get a house and like, you know, settle down soon, but you know, can I just try this? Very few people will agree to that. And even if they do, this will be strenuous. Not many people want to be in a relationship with somebody who's sneaking into bed at 3 a.m. for the 6th night that week, having not spent any time with you, and the time that they are spent with you is spent either on your phone or just completely zonked tired because you've been working so hard. Similarly with your friends, they fall by the wayside because you can't commit to certain social events because you've planned a stream, or this game came out that you need to stream, or this thing happened that you have to make a video on because otherwise other people will do it and that video will be useless then because you weren't reactive to it. This is the reality of it. You will have to sacrifice so much if you want this to work. And some people will understand that and some people will support that no matter what, but a lot of people don't. I have lost friends from this. I probably will continue to lose friends from this in pursuit of my own selfish desires. However, it's the price you have to pay to make something worth it. Energy and motivation, such a massive factor. As someone who's a content creator, you are going to be tired and lacking energy a lot of the time. It's super hard to come on and record a video or go live on a Twitch stream for 5 hours when you haven't slept the night before. Take this video, for example. I've already recorded this video today, except after about 3 hours of recording it, I just gave it a little once over before sending it off to the editor, only to realize that my noise gate was turned on the wrong microphone and you cannot hear me at all. So now I'm re-recording this entire video from scratch after doing a whole day's work and I'm tired. You will be tired, you will lack energy. It's going to be hard for you some days to come on your stream or to make your videos, but you have responsibilities. You know, when this is your job and your sole source of income, boo-hoo, you're a little bit tired, I'm sorry, you got to do it. Now, I don't ever recommend making something when you are drained because you have to look after your headspace. That is the most important thing for creators. Absolutely, that is a huge thing that you have to keep in check. We'll talk about more about that later. But sometimes, you know, you just have to soldier through when you're tired, or you have to just push yourself to make content. And sometimes those are great days, right? Those videos or those streams end up being amazing. However, some days you are just a little bit zapped of energy. Investment, both time and money. You know, I'm a big advocate on this channel that, like, you know, if you want to be a content creator, you do not have to go out and purchase a microphone and an awesome 4K camera and a beastly computer. I'm a huge advocate that you can work at what you have and you can create anything from it. Like, I recently listened to Mr. Beast on a podcast who said that, you know, if some people did the research I did or spent the time learning about this stuff that I learned, like, you could be earning $100,000 a month with nothing but your iPhone. I am in agreement. I genuinely think that you don't have to have the best of the best equipment. However, when you do start to do this as more of a career or more seriously, or you're like me, reliant on it, it's your main source of income as being a content creator, you do have to invest a little bit of money from time to time. For example, before I moved out here, my graphics card on my computer randomly died. I had to go out and buy a new graphics card, which was extremely costly. When I got here, I needed a new microphone because this room that I'm streaming in is super echoey. I had to invest in a different microphone. If this monitor broke tomorrow, I'd have to buy it. If this tripod broke tomorrow, I'd have to buy another one. You inevitably will have to invest that money at some point. That investment of time as well is equally as important. If I want to make a video on something that I don't necessarily know about, I'm gonna have to spend like a good few hours learning about that thing, or learning about that piece of equipment, or teaching myself something, or upskilling in a certain area. And that could be 2-3 days gone out of your work week, right? It stacks up. Also, the investment of time being live, you know, especially like that when your time is stretched so much anyway, it's hard to devote time to other different things. One thing I wish I had more of, absolutely not more money to invest on this channel, is more time to do things like sleep or have me time, personal time. And finally, kind of the hardest one, worry. When you first start out on this journey of being a content creator, or it's like your first few months of doing so where you're not still the crazy biggest streamer on Twitch with thousands of subscribers each month, you live in a bit of a constant state of worry. And it's very hard to talk yourself out of it, where you're like, oh my God, like this month is fine. Like we hit our subscriber goal, we did all those things, but what if next month we don't? What if next month I can't do this? Or what if this video tanks? Or what if tomorrow my channel dies and I can't do this anymore and I can't afford anything? When you work in a career like this that is so volatile, so up and down, we've seen it in the way the internet works now. Somebody could be the most popular person on the internet one day, and the next day they're just completely gone off the platform. It happens. I've seen Twitch partners who have, you know, hundreds of thousands of followers who struggle to meet 10 viewers now. Like one thing, small thing could change everything. And I live with that worry all the time. Or that, you know, oh, what if next month we don't have this, or what if we don't have that? And it's hard. I don't want to use the word forced, but I kind of went full time with this probably earlier than I would have liked. I was working a job kind of throughout 2020, and in July 2020, shit kind of hit the fan with that job, and I, left. And I kind of thought to myself, well, hey, I've got a bit of savings. I'm in the position to try this full time. It's going well. I'm just gonna jump into it. And luckily, thank you all, so far it's worked out okay. However, that still doesn't mean that I'm not worried, or that you won't be worried if you're doing the same thing. And it's hard, but sometimes you just have to remind yourself that, hey, live in the now. Your community is fantastic now. It's gonna be fantastic next month. It's very easy to become overwhelmed with all that kind of stuff, worrying about subscriber counts and view counts and what's next month gonna look like, and oh, this month's not great, but what about, oh, the month before was really good. It's super easy to get, sucked into all those kind of things. So living with that constant worry of that it might not go well, sometimes you just have to tell yourself to shut the fuck up and get on with it. I just wanna end off this video by saying that, this is a hard job. It is not easy. It's not the easy road by any means, but it is the most amazing, most rewarding, most gratifying thing ever. I would not put up with half of the things I mentioned in this video, which seems so insignificantly small when I think about all the happiness and joy that this job brings me. I don't want people to think that this is just they live these amazing lives. Guarantee you that people with 20 times my viewer count feel this 20 times more intently than I do. It's not just the smaller people on the platform. The bigger you get, the bigger your problems will be. But if you genuinely have a passion about something, it is so worth it. I'm telling you, it absolutely is. Being able to connect with people on a level and hear about their days and talk to them and make them laugh and meet new people, it's a fantastic tool, both streamers and viewers. I love that. That is what makes it worth it. That is so beautiful to think that you could have an impact on somebody's life or their happiness by sitting screaming at your computer. And I think that's the coolest thing in the world. I've always said it as well, that doing this as a job to me is the most exciting thing in the world. I love the fact that I can wake up every morning, and if I wanted to, I could, paint Warhammer on my streams. I could play music on my streams. I can sing a song. I can play whatever game I want. I can do whatever I want. I can talk about whatever I want. It's never boring to me. So many times I've failed in jobs or career paths because I just get bored of doing the same thing all the time. And this is what I love about this, the freedom to excite myself and the freedom to explore so many different options and all that kind of thing. And you all will feel that too as well. I really think so. Please don't be deterred at all. I wish I knew some of this stuff before I made the jump into full-time creation. And, it's just something I've been thinking about lately. And, maybe by you all knowing how these things feel, you can take appropriate measures to be prepared for that kind of stuff. Put it into your roadmap, put it into your plan when you go full time. It's very important to have a plan. But everyone, that's going to bring us towards the end of the video. I hope you enjoyed today. Very honest look. So if you enjoyed that, please subscribe. If you liked it, leave a like. But yeah, let me know down in the comments below how many of you actually would love to be a full-time creator, or how many of you are just do it as a hobby and for a bit of fun. Here is a video on why no one is watching your streams. Do check that out if you would like. I mentioned it earlier in today's video. I will see you all in the next one. Peace out. Much love. Bye-bye.